Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another floating koala video, and I hope everyone's doing well. So before we get started, I do want to say a huge thank you to everyone. I know I say this at the start of every video, but I could not be more grateful for you guys who keep coming back and supporting the channel. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you guys, so give yourself a big round of applause because you are the people that have created the floating koala channel. Like, I remember when I was on around 50 subs and I genuinely was uploading quite regularly. I didn't get any views, no likes, and I thought it would stay like that forever. But I guess not. We're approaching almost 3,000 people. 3,000? Do you know that number's massive? Imagine like 3,000 people standing in one room. That's insane. Anyway, enough of that. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 25 Apex tips that you should be following and maybe you didn't know about. So here we go. So starting off with tip number 1, which is kick the side of a wall to break a fall. So this trick works exceptionally well in Skyhook or in Capital City. And as I'm showing you right now, it allows you to run away from your enemies a lot quicker because you don't have that second of recovery time when you hit the ground. So tip number 2 is if you have attachments to fill a gun, don't split it between the two guns. So for example, if you're running 2R99s and you have enough attachments to fill a full gun, but you're splitting the attachments between the two guns like this, don't do that. You want to put all your attachments on one gun and then have the other gun as like your finishing weapon, let's say. So yeah, trust me, I do it all the time. It works out a lot better for me because then it's basically like having a really like beefed out weapon and then not a very beefed out weapon, because then you can clap him up with the beefed out weapon and then finish him with the not beefed out weapon. Get it? So tip number 3, guys, is when you're looting, say you just finish off a fight, what you want to do is like as soon as you open the box, you instantly want to pick up a shield, then you pick up the ammo, then you worry about the meds. Don't even worry about attachments, because you know that if another squad comes in and you're too busy looting attachments instead of ammo and meds, how are you going to fight that team if you have a lack of ammo? You get me? So guys, focus on the priorities first when looting. So quickly get the ammo, meds, and then dip out of there. And then, but if you know it's safe, then you can loot the attachments stuff. But attachments aren't a big necessity if you have ammo and meds. That's the main thing you need. Just trust me. So tip number 4 is slide heal into blocking a door. It basically looks like this. So you slide and then heal just before you go through the door, and then the slide is going to keep you going, obviously, and then you turn around and block the door, and it basically just allows you to heal a little bit quicker. So if the enemy is chasing you, you're going to be able to pull off that heal a little bit faster. Alright guys, so tip number 5, this is how you can easily thirst someone, and it looks like this. So you kind of go one side and then go the other side, and then you start shooting, because they're gonna follow you with that rest shield. And this works very well in corners too, because they think they're safe in corners, right? But they're not safe in the corners. So tip number 6 is don't thirst while fighting. So finish the team. If your team is still fighting and you've just killed someone and you want to thirst, don't do that unless they have gold armor or something very important that you want to take. Then do it, because then it will help the team. But again, use that strategy that I told you how to easily thirst someone. It will save you a lot of time, and hopefully you won't have to be shooting through that rest shield 1,000 times to eventually kill him. So guys, for tip number 7, this is how you can get some early kills. All right, so what you want to do is you just get a shield, get a gun, and then you push for your loot. So what I mean is you just get the essentials and then you push in and get some kills, and then once you've got the kills, you can just loot the death boxes. It's basically like the enemies have looted for you. So yeah, this will also improve you as a player as well, because you're going to be running in there while other people have blue and purple armor. Maybe, what did I just say? Yeah, as I was saying, you're going to be running into teams that have blue and purple armor while you have white and just the gun. It's going to improve your skill cap a lot, and that's how I managed to be a good Apex player, because I don't loot too much. I just get what I need and then I run and get some kills, and I die a lot. It does happen, but it does improve you as a player. So tip number 8 is, guys, don't listen to your teammates. Now this is going to sound a little bit like strange, because oh, my teammates are here to help me. No, guys, teammates are there to make you make wrong decisions. Make you make that sounds so weird. It makes sense, but make you make sounds strange. Anyway guys, don't listen to your teammates, especially in ranked, guys. Play for yourself. Value yourself as a player, because if you don't do that, you're going to start allowing people to make decisions for you, and you don't want that to happen. You want to make your own decisions and learn from them. No matter what your teammates say, even if it's right, just make your own decisions, because there's no way you're going to be learning by having someone else tell you what to do, especially if they're not a better player than you. Even if they are a better player than you, I guess you could listen to them, but just make your own decisions, because it allows you to fully focus in the game rather than focusing on a god voice and then the game. Did that make any sense? Just don't listen to your teammates, because I used to do this a lot. I always used to listen to teammates, and then I used to die because I used to get nervous, and whatever they told me I did, right? It just kind of messes up your train of thought. But now whenever someone tells me how to play or what I should be doing in game when they're dead, I legit just mute them and focus on myself, and then when I get them back in, that's when I unmute them. Trust me, it will help you out a lot. So tip number 9 is try to stick to the same loadout every game. I personally like sticking to the double R99s, and that allowed me to master them like an absolute beast. Now I love the R99s. There's like just a third and fourth arm for me, and you should definitely find a gun that's in the meta and master it, because it will allow you to get a lot more kills, higher damage, because you'll be confident in that gun. You won't even worry about controlling the recoil, because it will be second to none to you. It will just be very easy to control the recoil. It feels like I can't speak English anymore. Can you guys help me? Like I need to go back to school. So tip number 10 10 is know when it's a good time to dip out of a fight. Now I see a lot of people trying to be super aggressive, and then while they're running in it, they get shot by, let's say, a guy that's to the left, and they're trying to push someone in front of them. Guys, if that happens, just like fall back. You don't need to push when you have low health. You can fall back and then try it again. But guys, always know when it's a good time to fall back. Don't be pushing in all the time without an escape plan, basically. Tip number 11, guys, if you want some high kill, high damage games, make sure you're always staying on the move. By you always staying on the move, you're going to come across more players and more enemies to get some high damage and some high kill games on. Trust me, I always do that. I never stop, and I always kind of stick to the same rotations. Tip number 12 is that L-Star can open doors. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of found this out recently. I didn't really know that because I don't use the L-Star too much, but yeah, you can open doors with L-Stars, and it's pretty useful. So tip number 13, on certain spots on the map, you're able to wall jump, so you can jump over a wall a lot quicker rather than climbing it. An example is in Skyhook, just like this. And you know, you can find out your own places where you can make wall jumping useful, but yeah, I like to use it in Skyhook because it allows me to escape and not get shot at while I'm trying to climb a wall. It takes a little bit of practice, and the way you wall jump is sprint forward, you slide. While you're sliding, you let go of your left analog stick, you don't push it forward anymore. Press A to jump on the wall, and then you press A to jump off the wall when you're on the wall. Does that make sense? It looks like this, just to help you with that explanation. Tip number 14 is being aggressive scares players, so try to be aggressive. No matter how bad of a player you are, if you're aggressive, it does scare some people. Even me, if people are aggressive towards me, I'm kind of scared because, you know, I instantly assume they're good players. But yeah, by you being aggressive, not only will it improve you as a player, but it will also, you know, increase your team's morale and decrease the enemy team's confidence in their ability to kill you. So yeah, try to be more aggressive. You will die more, but it will improve you as a player. Tip number 15, Capital East is now the official hot drop. You know, like I used to land Death Building all the time. This place used to be like the most populated place, and I always used to land here, but now I always land Capital East. So if you want to land in a populated place, land Cap East, and I guarantee you will get clapped. So tip number 16 is a lot of people on my comments talk about how they play on really high sensitivity, like 6 and 7, 6, 6, 6, 5. Guys, you don't need a fast sensitivity on Apex Legends, especially on console. You don't need that. I play on 3 and 4 sensitivity, 3 normal sensitivity and then 4 ADS. And everyone's like, why do you play on 4 ADS? It should be not 4 ADS. Go fuck yourself. Like guys, I tried to play on 8 sensitivity, right? It's just impossible. I tried to play on 6 sensitivity, and obviously I didn't play very well, but that's probably just because I'm not used to it. Trust me, and just try going on a lower sensitivity. It will definitely help you out with the aim. You don't need to be doing all these crazy flicks that you see people on PC doing. You don't need to do that. I guess you can do that on Xbox, but it's just not the most important thing. The most important thing is getting a good position and having good aim with good movement, and then all those 3 combined just kind of means you don't need a super fast sensitivity. And yeah, trust me, try lowering your sensitivity. So guys, tip number 17 is turn off damage numbers. It's very useful in ranked, however when you're playing pubs, not so much, because say you have a peacekeeper and you hit someone for 17, you're going to focus on that number 17 rather than actually shooting them until they die. And if you have your damage numbers off and you have a peacekeeper, right, no matter how many times you hit the enemy for like 33, you're gonna not stop shooting until they die. I feel like when I have my damage numbers on and I hit a very low shot for the peacekeeper, I'm always like, oh my god, I just did 33 damage with the peacekeeper, Lord save me. So yeah, turn off those damage numbers, and it's definitely going to be something else to stop distracting you and just focus on you full killing the enemy. So tip number 18, this is a very simple one. You should always be following this rule. I do, because whenever don't play Apex when you're mad. It just won't work out for you. I can promise you. You have to be in a calm you have to be calm and collected when you're playing Apex Legends, right? You got to be in the flow state, and you're not going to be in the flow state if you're mad, and you're going to be making stupid decisions when you're mad. You're basically going to tell yourself that you hate the game if you play when you're mad. So just have a break. So tip number 19 is spend less than 10 seconds looting one box. So basically what I mean by this is loot the good stuff quickly, and don't worry about looting the whole box, alright? So just pick up the shield, pick up some ammo and some attachments, and then move on to the next box. And it will also allow you to stop looting quicker and then move on to the next target to kill. You got me. So tip number 20 kind of links to tip number 19, which is be greedy. Take everything. It doesn't matter. Don't share with your teammates, right? Apex is although yes, it's a team game, okay? But get everything for yourself, right? If there's a whole box and all your teammates are looting it at the same time, guys, pick up that purple shield, pick up the light extended max, pick up the sights, pick up the ammo, pick up the meds. I guess share your meds, but if it comes to like attachments and stuff, guys, take it as quick as you can. Don't worry about what your teammates have. Just focus on yourself. It's like on the airplane when they say put your own gas mask. What am I talking about? Put your own mask on first before you go help someone else, right? So focus on yourself before you help the team. So tip number 21, guys, is if you want to improve your aim, go into firing range, pick up an R99 or whatever gun you want to improve your aim with, right? And just pick up a mag for it, okay? So don't pick up any other attachments. Just pick up the mag and see if you can be hitting your shots with it. What that will allow you to do is it will basically allow you to be prepared for when you go in a game. You're going to pick up the gun, and then you're eventually going to find attachments, the recoil is going to be easier to control. So tip number 22 is follow the same rotations every game. I made a rotations video a long time ago and I kind of updated it yesterday, so if you want to check that out, link in the description. Tip number 23, guys, is play solos. Not only is playing solos going to allow you to get more kills, but it's going to improve you as a player because you're not going to be relying on a team to help you get those kills. So what I mean by playing solos is just load into a game without a team, obviously, right? Come on now. So tip number 24, if you're a Gibby main, well, if you're a Gibby main, you should already know this, but if you whenever you play Gibby, guys, don't strafe. Just crouch up and down, because he's already a tank. No matter what kind of strafing you do, you could be the craziest strafer on Apex Legends, right? It doesn't matter what you do. He's just such a big target that he's super easy to hit, so it doesn't really matter. Just tank those shots, and because he has that arm shield and more health, you might end up beating them in a fight. So trust me, that's one thing I kind of get wrong whenever I play Gibby, is I always strafe. You don't really need to when you're Gibby. And tip number 25 is when you're dropping stuff from your inventory, make sure you're auto sprinting when you do that, so you can stay on the move and be a harder target to hit, and also get to your location faster. The way you can auto sprint is just by sprinting, and then while you're holding it forward, you press the start button or the map button. And if you press the map button, you can see the map bar moving forward, or you can press start and see your inventory, drop stuff, and figure out what you need to pick up and what your team needs to pick up. And another thing, I've been getting a lot of messages on Xbox about how you guys are enjoying the videos and stuff like that, and although I may not be replying to all of them, I definitely do read them, and it makes me super happy to see that you guys are actually enjoying my videos. I mean, there are some in there that aren't super nice, but you know, that's okay. Oh, one more thing just before I do go, guys, if you have any video ideas that you would like me to do, leave them down in the description below, because I will in the comments, because I will 100% choose some of them, and whoever's idea I do choose, I will give you a shout out at the start of the video. So leave me some ideas and I'll see if I choose them. Alright, well, you guys have a lovely day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Okay, I don't like asking for likes, but subscribe to the channel, right, motherfucker? Subscribe.